God has led you here because something powerful is happening in your life. You are shifting. You are no longer just wishing, praying, or hoping for a breakthrough. You are stepping into a new era of your existence, where the things you once desired are now becoming reality. This is not just a shift in your mindset. This is a complete transformation, spiritually, energetically, and divinely orchestrated. You are chosen. You are not like everyone else. Before we go deeper into this life-changing revelation, I want you to take 3 powerful actions. 1. Subscribe to Bible Peak. Let this be the beginning of your deeper spiritual journey. 2. Share this message. Someone else out there needs to hear this truth, and you could be the one to change their life. 3. Comment below, "I am chosen." Declare this truth boldly. Speak it into existence. Let the world and the heavens know that you have accepted your divine calling. Now, let's begin. There are no coincidences in the kingdom of God. You did not stumble upon this message by chance. The hardships, the struggles, the pain, all of it was part of your preparation. You are not just anyone. You were chosen before you were born. Your existence is not random. Every tear you cried, every battle you fought, every dark night of the soul, it was all shaping you for something greater. For years, you may have wondered why your path was harder than others. Why you faced betrayal, loss, rejection, and struggle. Let me tell you why. Because you have been called for something bigger than yourself. Your soul carries a divine mission, a purpose that no one else can fulfill. That's why the enemy tried so hard to break you. That's why people turned against you. That's why life felt like an endless test. But listen to me carefully, what was meant to destroy you only made you stronger. And now, you are awakening to who you truly are. The moment you recognize that you are chosen, everything shifts. Fear disappears. Doubt fades. Confusion is replaced by peace. Because you are no longer walking blindly, you are walking in alignment with God's divine plan. Here's a truth the world doesn't want you to know: God has already placed everything you need inside of you. The strength, the wisdom, the power, the divine authority. You already have it. You don't need permission from anyone. You don't need validation from the world. You don't need approval from those who doubt you. You were created by God, and that alone is all the validation you will ever need. But here's the catch: you must awaken this power within you. Because until you realize who you are, you will continue living beneath your potential. The moment you fully accept your divine calling, the universe responds. The right doors begin to open. The right people are drawn to you. The right opportunities align with your path. This is why the enemy worked so hard to keep you in the dark, because once you awaken, nothing can stop you. They tried to make you doubt yourself. They tried to make you believe you weren't worthy. They tried to keep you trapped in fear and insecurity. But listen, darkness can never overcome the light of God. And now, the light inside you is too strong to be contained. For so long, people have tried to manipulate you. They convinced you that you were not enough. They made you feel small, powerless, and dependent on their approval. They tried to define who you are. But what they failed to realize is this: no one can control the chosen ones of God. When God places His calling on your life, no human being can stop it. Every lie they told you is breaking. Every illusion they created is crumbling. Every chain they placed on you is falling apart. And the most terrifying thing for those who once tried to control you? They now realize they have lost their grip on you. You are no longer bound by their opinions. You are no longer dependent on their validation. You are no longer playing small to make others comfortable. You are stepping fully into your divine power. And this is what scares them the most, the fact that they can no longer manipulate you. You are no longer in their control. You are no longer at their mercy. Because now you understand who you truly are. And nothing, not fear, not doubt, not the opinions of others, can take that away from you. This is your moment. For years, you have waited. For years, you have struggled. For years, you have been searching. But now, the wait is over. God is calling you to step into your divine identity. No more hesitation. No more fear. No more questioning if you are enough. You are more than enough. You are powerful. You are chosen. You are divinely guided. The world needs your light. God did not bring you this far for you to remain hidden. The time to rise is now. The time to step into your purpose is now. The time to walk as the chosen one you were always meant to be is now. So stand tall. Move forward. Embrace your divine power. Because this is only the beginning. If this message has spoken to your soul, I want you to do 3 things right now. 1. Subscribe to Bible Peak. Let this be the start of a deeper connection with your divine calling. 2. Share this message. There are others out there who need this truth. And you have the power to help them. 3. Comment below, I am chosen. Declare it boldly. Make it known. Step fully into your divine identity. Because you are not ordinary. You are chosen. You are no longer bound. For too long, you have been weighed down by people, by expectations, by emotional chains that were never meant to hold you. But now, the shift is happening. You are reclaiming your energy, your purpose, and your divine authority. There are those who once took from you, drained you, manipulated your kindness, and kept you in a state of self-doubt. But something has changed. They can feel it. You are no longer easily influenced. You are no longer giving without discernment. You are no longer controlled by their expectations. This is the moment where you break free. Every chosen one has encountered people who only wanted to consume their energy, those who pretended to support, but in reality, were only there to drain. These individuals saw your light, your generosity, your selflessness, and instead of honoring it, they took advantage of it. They used guilt. They used manipulation. They used words and actions to make you believe that your worth was tied to how much you could give them. But something within you has awakened. You have realized the truth. Your energy is sacred. Your soul is divine. Your purpose is far too important to be wasted on those who refuse to grow. Those who refuse to see you beyond what they can take from you. And now, you are setting boundaries, no longer engaging in one-sided relationships, no longer allowing yourself to be guilt into self-sacrifice, no longer carrying the emotional burdens of those who refuse to take responsibility for their own lives. This is not selfishness. This is wisdom. Even Jesus himself set boundaries. Even he stepped away when the energy around him was not in alignment with his mission. And now, you are doing the same. And here's what happens next. Those who once took advantage of you will feel the shift. They will try to pull you back in. They will accuse you of changing. They will say you are being distant, different, or unkind. But the truth is, they are simply realizing that their control over you has ended, and there is nothing they can do about it, because now, you are operating in divine power. Your past no longer defines you. For years, you may have lived under the weight of past mistakes, past pain, past relationships that left scars. You may have once been someone who lived to please others, someone who shaped their life around expectations that were never meant for them. But that chapter is closed. You have outgrown that version of yourself. You no longer need the approval of people who never understood your true worth. You no longer crave validation from those who couldn't see the greatness within you. You no longer seek to fit into a life that was never meant for you in the first place. This is what happens when you step into divine alignment. The weight of the past lifts, the chains break, and you walk forward with confidence. But here's the thing, your transformation will make others uncomfortable. They were comfortable with the old version of you, the version that was easy to manipulate, easy to keep small. They will say, "You've changed, you're not the same person anymore. You're acting different," and do you know what your answer is? Yes. You have changed, you have evolved, you have grown, you have embraced the identity that God gave you before you were even born. You are not here to live in the past. You are here to step into the future that God has prepared for you, and no amount of guilt, nostalgia, or manipulation can pull you back into a season that no longer serves you. This transformation is not just about you. This is not just about breaking free from negativity or stepping into your power. This is about something much greater, because the moment you rise, you become a light for others. There are people, souls, still trapped in darkness, still living in self-doubt, still held back by fear, and when they see you, when they witness your growth, your strength, your divine confidence, it sparks something in them. It reminds them that they, too, are meant for more. This is why you are here. Your transformation is not just personal. It is part of a global spiritual shift. You are not just one person awakening. You are part of an entire movement of chosen ones stepping into their divine identity. And as you rise, you become a guiding force for those who are still searching. You are called to lead. You are called to inspire. You are called to remind others of the power that has always been within them. This is why the enemy fought so hard to keep you in the dark, because if you stayed weak, others would stay weak. If you stayed lost, others would stay lost. If you never awakened, those around you would never awaken either. But now, you are a beacon of light. You are the proof that transformation is possible. You are the evidence that God's power is real. And now, the world is watching. You have survived things that should have broken you. You have overcome battles that should have destroyed you. You have walked through fire and emerged stronger. And now, the question is, what will you do with this strength? Because this isn't just about personal healing. This is about becoming the leader you were always meant to be. No more playing small. No more second-guessing yourself. No more waiting for permission. You have already been called. The question is, will you answer? Because the world is in need. People are searching for truth. People are desperate for guidance. People are waiting for someone to show them the way. And you, the chosen one, are that someone. You have been prepared for this. You have been trained for this. You have been refined by fire so that you could rise as the warrior of light that you were always meant to be. So now, it is time. Time to stand in your power. Time to claim your divine authority. Time to lead with unwavering faith and unstoppable courage, because the world is waiting, the universe is shifting, and you are ready. Your energy, your spirit, your divine essence. As you continue to awaken, you will realize something powerful. Not everyone is meant to go with you on this journey. There are those who will resist your transformation. There are those who will try to pull you back into the old version of yourself. There are those who will see your growth and feel threatened by it. But listen, you cannot afford to be dragged back into the past. Your mission is too important. Your destiny is too great. Your calling is too divine. And that is why, in this new season, you must learn how to protect your energy, set boundaries, and walk away from anything that does not align with your purpose. Not everyone around you is operating in divine alignment. There are people who are still stuck in low vibrational energy, people who thrive on negativity, gossip, manipulation, and control. These people will feel uncomfortable in your presence because your energy exposes their darkness. They will try to bait you into arguments. They will try to provoke a reaction from you. They will try to bring you back into old patterns. But here's the truth. You don't have time for distractions. You are on a mission. You are walking in purpose. You are operating under divine favor. So now, You must be selective with your time, your energy, and your space. Learn to say no without guilt. Learn to walk away from conversations that drain your spirit. Learn to recognize when someone is only in your life to take, and not to give. This is not selfish. This is spiritual discipline, because you cannot pour into others if your own cup is empty. You cannot heal others if you are constantly drained. You cannot lead others if you are still fighting unnecessary battles. This is the season where you become unshakable. Your peace is sacred. Your spirit is protected. Your energy is guarded. And anyone who tries to disturb that will either rise with you or be removed from your life. When you step into your divine power, something incredible happens. The people who once controlled you begin to lose their grip. For years, they used guilt, fear, and manipulation to keep you in a box. For years, they made you question yourself, doubt yourself, limit yourself. But now they see that their tricks no longer work. You don't react to their insults. You don't fall for their mind games. You don't bend to their expectations. And this terrifies them, because the only power they ever had was the power you allowed them to have. Now that you have reclaimed your divine authority, they are powerless. And here's what happens next. They panic. They try to re-enter your life with false apologies. They try to stir up drama to get your attention. They try to convince others to turn against you because they no longer have influence over you. But let me tell you this, you do not need revenge. You do not need to prove yourself. You do not need to fight back. You do not need to lower yourself to their level, because God is your defender. The battles you used to fight, God is handling them now. The people who tried to destroy you, God is dealing with them now. This is what happens when you step into divine alignment. Your enemies destroy themselves. You don't have to do anything except continue to rise. But here is where your transformation reaches its highest level, when you learn that true strength is not in revenge, but in love. The world teaches that power is about control, dominance, and retaliation. But in divine truth, real power is in compassion, forgiveness, and understanding. That does not mean allowing toxic people to remain in your life. That does not mean tolerating abuse, disrespect, or manipulation. It means rising above it. It means recognizing that those who hurt you are operating from their own pain. It means choosing to focus on your purpose rather than your past. It means leading with love even when others choose hate. Because you were not called to fight meaningless battles. You were called to bring healing, transformation, and divine light into the world. And as you grow in wisdom, you will understand this truth. Those who are still trapped in darkness are not your enemies. They are simply people who have not yet awakened. And your role, to be a guide, a light, a messenger of God's infinite love and wisdom. You have been chosen to break generational curses, to shift mindsets, to heal wounds that have existed for decades. This is why your journey has been so difficult, because you are carrying the weight of something bigger than yourself. But make no mistake, you were built for this. The fire you have walked through was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to refine you. Every betrayal, every hardship, every heartbreak, all of it was shaping you, strengthening you, molding you into the warrior of light that you are today. And now, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you emerge reborn. You no longer seek approval. You no longer live in fear. You no longer give your energy to things that do not serve your purpose. You have entered a new realm of existence, a realm where your confidence is unshakable, your faith is unwavering, your strength is limitless. You have stepped into divine consciousness, into divine purpose, into divine power. And now, the world will see who you truly are. This is not just personal growth. This is not just self-improvement. This is a spiritual rebirth. You have transcended the old and stepped into the new. And the best part, this is only the beginning. The final part of this journey awaits, where you step into your highest destiny and align fully with the divine plan set for your life. Are you ready? You were never meant to be ordinary. From the moment you took your first breath, a divine plan was set into motion. Your life, your struggles, your victories, all of it has been orchestrated by God. You may not have always seen it. You may have doubted it at times. You may have questioned why certain doors closed and why certain paths seemed harder for you than for others. But now, you are beginning to understand. Everything has been leading you to this moment. You are standing at the threshold of your destiny. You are ready to step fully into your divine calling. Nothing in your life has been random. Every challenge, every detour, every painful lesson, all of it was preparation. You were never forgotten. You were never overlooked. You were never abandoned. Even in your lowest moments, when you felt lost, when you felt broken, when you felt like giving up, God was still there. He was shaping you. He was refining you. He was preparing you for the moment where you would step fully into your purpose. This is that moment. You were created for such a time as this. The world needs what you carry. Your gifts, your wisdom, your presence. It was all designed to play a role in God's greater plan. And now, you are waking up to the truth of who you really are. You were not called to live in fear. You were not called to live in doubt. You were not called to live in limitation. You were called to rise. There is one thing that will determine how far you go in this next season: faith. Not talent, not intelligence, not connections. Faith. Faith is what moves mountains. Faith is what opens doors no man can shut. Faith is what allows you to walk boldly into the unknown, knowing that God has already gone before you. When you trust in God completely, miracles happen. The impossible becomes possible. The unthinkable becomes reality. The supernatural becomes your everyday experience. This is not just wishful thinking. This is divine truth. Jesus himself said in Matthew 17 verse 20, "Truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move." Nothing will be impossible for you. Nothing, not your past, not your limitations, not your fears. Nothing can stop you when faith is your foundation. But here's the thing, faith is a choice. It's easy to have faith when everything is going well, but true faith, faith that unlocks the supernatural, faith that leads to destiny, that is the faith you hold on to even when things don't make sense. It's trusting in God's timing when it feels like you're waiting forever. It's believing in the vision He placed in your heart, even when others don't see it. It's stepping forward when fear tells you to stay where it's safe. Faith is the key that unlocks everything God has for you. And right now, in this moment, God is asking you to trust Him completely. Everything you have experienced has been a divine setup to prepare you for this next season. And now, you are standing at the edge of something greater than you have ever known. But here's the truth. Not everyone is ready for this level. Not everyone is willing to leave behind comfort, doubt, and fear. Not everyone is willing to embrace the unknown with confidence. Not everyone is willing to walk by faith and not by sight, but you have felt the shift, you have seen the signs, you have heard the call, and now, you are ready to rise. This is the moment where you let go of everything that has been holding you back. Every insecurity, every doubt, every old mindset that told you that you weren't enough, none of that can go with you into this next season, because this next season is about elevation. This next season is about supernatural acceleration. This next season is about you stepping into everything God has been preparing you for, and when you walk in alignment with Him, nothing can stop you. This journey has not just been about learning, it has not just been about healing, it has not just been about growth. This has been a full spiritual transformation. You are not the same person you were before. You think differently, you walk differently, you move differently, because you are no longer operating from a human mindset. You are now walking in divine consciousness. You are not just a person navigating life, you are a soul on a mission, and nothing in this world can stop the plan that God has placed over your life. The pain didn't break you, the trials didn't defeat you, the enemy didn't win, because God has already declared victory over your life, and now, you move forward with confidence, knowing that you are chosen, you are guided, you are unstoppable. This is not the end of your journey. This is the beginning of your greatest chapter. You are stepping into your highest calling. You are walking in divine alignment. You are ready to fulfill the mission you were created for. So rise, walk in faith, step boldly into your destiny. Because the world has been waiting for you, and now, it is time.